Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut, the Let's Play Blind with New Rambler. Right then, a couple of things to note before we begin. Engelhardt has said that the reason why we can't add the target leading system onto our tranquilizer rifle is apparently because I've already done it. Ugh, I'm so dumb. So thank you very much for that, Engelhardt. So what we'll do with that targeting system is probably sell it on then. So thank you for that. Apparently, to use the target leading system, you have to hold E to activate each time you equip the rifle. So something on the controller as well will allow us to actually use that targeting system, because we haven't used it yet apparently, but we can. I've just got to work out which button on the controller that is. So thank you again, Engelhardt. That is really appreciative. The vent that we found by a skip that was like above on the wall, that was to do with apparently. With the story modes, you know, we could go in through the hive via the vent entrance as opposed to going in through the main entrance, so it's just an alternative entrance. But also with the cutscene that we watched Tong speak to one of the mercenaries about this hacker, apparently we could have played that a bit differently. We could have gone up to the VIP section legitimately, not gone in through the back, but gone up, you know, through the club, up the stairs and stuff, and we could have spoken to Tong ourselves and persuaded him to tell us where the hacker is. So I didn't know you could do that, so that's probably because I just got so involved with exploring the background of the nightclub and getting all the hacking stuff and all that, that I missed that. So basically there's two ways to do it. The cutscene we saw was fine, but we could have spoken to him and persuaded him as well to tell us where Tong was, so that's really good. Halika has pointed out that the way I went about trying to get the second stun gun was really complicated. Is what we should have used is an augment that we haven't got yet that allows us to jump higher. So there is a jump higher augment which I didn't know about, which we do need to get hold of at some point. So that's important. So thank you for that, Halika. That's really good. I think apart from that, right, apparently what I should do, according to Halika, is actually reconsider reloading and talking to Tong, because apparently we miss a side quest, which unfortunately is a bad thing. I didn't realise that that was the case. Right, so basically what we need to do... Yeah, basically what we need to do is we need to reload the game to the point where I've not gone in through the cutscene. I've basically hacked everywhere and then snuck out and then go speak to Tong legitimately, because then that way we can actually get a real side quest. So I have missed a side quest, so I'm going to go do that now, and we'll get to see the cutscene where we talk to Tong, because I didn't realise that that was that important. What I'm doing now, by the way, in future, is I'm actually printing out your comments from the previous videos and then just sort of reading them on the fly. I'll try and read them in advance if I can, but if not, I'll just have to go through them, hence why this might take a little longer. But hopefully as time progresses and I master this technique of going through your comments, then it should get a bit quicker. So I'm going to go and redo this, and then we'll sort this out. So back in a bit. Okay, so basically I've reloaded the previous save file where we were outside the vents that we could have taken to go and listen to Tong's conversation with the manager, and I've managed to sneak out without being detected, so we're now just going up to the VIP area to go and actually speak to Tong, which is kind of cool. Just thought I'd have a quick look around here before we do.
Sure. Everyone's swimming in profits right now and playing with their toy augmentations. Nobody's thinking.
Will somebody please think of the children?
What kind of world are we leaving for them? China's environmental record is getting worse and worse every year. We pretty much have the monopoly on human enhancement technology, but we sure take the cake on pollution.
Listen, I just want to party tonight. I don't really want...
We're the most powerful country in this world, and we don't take care of it. How does that make any sense? At least we have the Panchayas of this world to give me a shred of hope. And don't even get me started on human rights abuses.
I'll try not to.
I was going to say. No, fair enough, he does raise some very important points, but buddy, you really should save it for like a bar or a pub. You shouldn't really save it for a club with your, I imagine, date. You should just party and have fun, and then afterwards have a think about your life and see what changes you can make, maybe, to actually try and contribute towards a better world. Yeah, could do that. Anyway, he's got a right to complain as well. I don't say to people, oh, you can't complain or moan about things. No, of course not. Of course he can. So there we go. Right, so I believe before we go and speak to Tong, because Tong is actually over here for some reason. So I guess the back room there at the bar is where his office is, and somehow we managed to get to the vent to oversee it. I don't know. But after I yawn again, even though it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, oh dear. I believe that door we hacked into before, and that's how we got problems going in the first place. So that's round the back. So we won't hack that door because we won't need to. So let's actually go and speak to Tom then. Although I really should save the game before I do, just in case I mess up the conversation.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guai Lo. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
You are Tom, though.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Oh, he's looking a bit shifty-eyed.
Heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry
Now,
about.
that's not what I witnessed when I saw the conversation in the vent you're going to have with the mercenary guy. I mean, you don't know that. Right, so he's mostly alpha, mostly beta, so that's interesting. So let's have a look at his personality traits. He's confident, pragmatic, and envious. Like a cat playing with a mouse, he likes to toy with people using disinformation. His refusal to do something is not as strong as his greed for personal gain. Cannot be rationalised with when he's in his toying around mood. Right, this is going to be a tough one then. He has basically got the upper hand on us, so this is going to be a tough conversation.
Are you done?
No, Tong, I'm going to waste your time as you're wasting my time, so shut up. So, let's see. He is playing around with us. And he can't be rationalised when he's toying around. So we've got to... let's have a look at what we got. So, insist. You've obviously got no idea about how deep this goes. So get out of the way and let me see Tong before I stop making nice. That's not probably going to go down well. You expect me to fall for that? Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in this town. That's rational. He's probably not going to respond to that.
Hey, you still there?
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking. I'm in my thinking mode. It's part of the augmentations I've had. If Van Bruggen is not on your radar, then Tong is way behind. I can help him catch up, but only if we pool our information. I guess that one might be a good idea, because then he might say, well, what's in it for me? And then I can give him some sort of personal gain. So we'll try advise them.
The people hunting Van Bruggen work on an international scale. If he's not on your radar yet, then Tong is way behind. I can help him catch up, but only if we pool our information.
Don't try to bullshit a bullshitter. Van Bruggen's the only game in town. You know it, I know it, so of course Tong knows it. You can tell us nothing we don't already know. It's a local matter. Hengsha only. No Guai Lo allowed. Consider yourself lucky. As an outsider, you not know how to play on our turf anyway.
Right, well, I completely and utterly messed that up then, because our persuasion level's gone all the way down, so that was not good. That's not good. I just don't think insist is going to work. So advised is not going to work. Ah, your boss can give them all the... Oh, I don't know, that might work, that advice. Well, I could use my pheromones.
Are you done?
It's a tricky one. No, if I do insist, it's not going to work. That'll just cause... So advise didn't work. So let's try pinpoint.
Give me a break. I've been on this island long enough to know that Van Bruggen can't leave without Tong's help. He has to be hiding in Lower Hengsha somewhere, and Tong can tell me where.
You're pretty quick on the uptake, but you're still behind in the game. We hide Van Bruggen somewhere safe, but Tong's not going to tell you where.
Alright, so that got better then. Okay.
What if I make you a deal?
Ah!
We only need Van Bruggen for a couple of jobs. After that, we got no use for him. So, you come back in a month, and I personally show you where he is.
No, because then you'll kill him. So that's not going to work. I know what's going to happen there. No, let's try pinpointing again.
You'll say anything to get rid of me, won't you? There's no way Tong can hold on to Van Bruggen for long. Not with the kind of resources his enemies are throwing into the search. He'll be dead within a week, and Tong with him. Unless somebody, namely me, takes the heat off. And soon.
I wonder if you would say that if you knew the kind of heat the Dragon Queen
Yes,
gives
it's
off.
working.
But I won't refuse a gift horse when it's
Aha!
mine.
We've done it.
Tong's office is downstairs. I'll radio the others to let you through.
Thank you. Hooray! We did it! Woot! And we didn't even have to use our pheromones. Nice. Okay then. So maybe he isn't Tong then. I thought he was Tong because of the vent. The vent conversation we witnessed in the previous save, but might be wrong. Okay, dokes. Well, whatever's. No, we've already hacked all of these doors though. Oh, this is quite funny. Yeah, there he is. So it is him then. Oh, that's good then. Well, at least we know how to get to this office then.
You see this? Panda screw it up in the fourth. I'm just flushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong.
Hey, you only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? Still in business?
Yep.
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule.
Well, that was easy.
Places a rat hole. Useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Well, that was easy. Okay, fine. Cool. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. So, right, apparently that's another way of... That's that alternative conversation I was talking about at the beginning of the video. So thank you for that, Halika. But now that we've done it this way, we can now apparently get access to some more side quests. Apparently we can go and talk to the bartender Bobby again for a new side quest. Right, okay, so I'm reading it now. This is a very complex set of routines. Right, I'm just going to quickly read through this, and then I will get back to you. Otherwise, I'm just going to be here going... And that's a bit rubbish, so I'll be back in a bit. He says he'll be back in a bit, and then he messes up the button again. God darn it, why do I keep doing that? I'm sorry about that. Right, definitely now going to be back in a bit. Okay, I got it. So basically I've done everything right, but to get the side quests, we now have to go and speak...
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Okay, so that conversation played the same as before. Now, to get the side quest, we've got to speak to Bobby.
What can I get you?
Tong's running a nice
Looks
operation.
Like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem, it involves a woman.
Oh no!
Old Tong operation, he has some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Yeah, okay.
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out.
Ah,
Gave
right.
her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip, so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector.
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
So we can hack it.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does. And that's where you come in. Bao Tower set up a surveillance network around town. A series of relay antennas.
This is sounding very
I
complicated.
need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly.
Okay.
The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy augs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Alright, yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Cool. Right, so now apparently we now need to go and speak to Tong now, I think. It probably won't hurt to just see what he's going to say, but that's the side quest that we can now activate. So I missed that entirely, because if we hadn't have spoken to Tong ourselves, then we wouldn't have got Tong to radio down to the guards to say, oh, he's okay, he's allowed to see me, and therefore I wouldn't have been able to have spoken to Bobby and got the operation or the side quest. So, interesting stuff. Right, let's speak to Tong again, if we can.
That's all you get from me, Lawai.
Oh, fair enough.
Capsule 301, Alice Garden Pods. That's where you're hacking.
Okay, Tom, not a problem. Oh, there's an ebook here I almost missed. The Use of Neuromuscular Facilitation Systems by Hugh Darrow. Excerpt from a paper in New Nature, October 2019. The concept of a neuromuscular facilitator module is essentially one of an enhanced system that allows a human being to exceed normal reflex delay, to literally move at the speed of thought. Well, that's pretty cool. Pressure signals are transmitted through biosynthetic circuits from a web of augmentation elements to enhance dexterity, muscle control, balance, and other related abilities. A core unit, a central governor if you will, works in concert with a series of distributed submodules implanted at key nerve junctions in the user's limbs and elsewhere along the implanter's vestibular structure. These in turn coordinate wirelessly with a strato of bioplastic discs located along the lines of the spine. As the neuromuscular facilitator module beds in to the implantee's neural pattern and becomes a functioning part of the user's body, experience will allow them to increase electrical neuron stimuli beyond initial states, and thus raise the levels of corporal control, sensory function, and agility to even greater heights. I think that word should have been corporeal, or corporeal. I was pronouncing words so well until that one. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, interesting. So a bit more background information on augmentations is always good. And some credits that Tong is just going to allow me to pinch, because I love games like this where, you know, like Oblivion and Fallout, where you can just go into anybody's and just steal stuff. Actually, no, not Fallout. Fallout actually does have a steal mechanic. So, you know, if you try and take something from someone's place that they're there watching you do, they won't let you do it. I forgot about that. So Fallout got it right. But then again, it's more fun to just steal stuff anyway, so meh. At least not suffer any consequences. Right, so let's go then and do this side quest then. Now there's also another side quest to do once we actually go to the Allison Garden pods. When we get there, we're not to find Van Bruggen straight away. There is another side quest to do before we carry on with the main quest. So again, thank you for that, Halika, for that update. Appreciate it. So let's go then. So side quest, side quest, side quest. The side quest we need to do. We need to do the side quest we do. That way we get stuff and cool things. Oh, I forgot one extra thing. So, the one thing I forgot to do as well is, because I've reloaded back from the save point before we spoke to Tong, before we witnessed Tong in the office, through the vents, and this time we've done it differently. I haven't actually been down the sewers yet and got the rewards down there, so I'm going to cut now to me going through the sewers, getting the rewards, and then coming back to a rough location so we can carry on with the side quest, because I forgot to do that. So I'll be back in a bit with all those goodies entailed. Okay, so I've just gone through the sewers, got some more reward. Well, I've got the praxis point, the nuke viruses, and I also found another wall to break that just had some ammunition that I picked up. So yeah, that's that then. So let's carry on. We need to get to the side quest thing, side quest thing, side quest thing. We need to get to the side quest thing so I can stop singing this stupid song. Is it this way we got to go? Probably. Looks like it. I think we're on the right track, so at least we probably have to take a train. Oh yeah, we're in the wrong district. Oh well, whatever. We're on the way, and that's the main thing. So this is cool. Again, I like this city of China. It's pretty awesome. I won't go any more into it, but I do like it. Right, okay, so so we've got to go up. Okay, I can do that. Do. Right, okay. Ah, right.
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
No problem, boss. Let's just save it just in case something goes wrong. Alright, so we haven't got any delayed stuff, which is a bit bad, actually. We've got nuke viruses. I could use those. But we've got to be very careful. Right, okay, so let's hope for the best. Okay, so that's one. Alright, there's 3 of them to get. That's going to be quite tricky. Oh, I knew it. We're in trouble. Should be alright. Oh, we got a little reward out. Okay, we didn't do too bad. So we want it to be...
1 down, 2 to go, my friend.
Oh, and we got another praxis point because our experience has gone up. Hooray! So, where can we spend this one then? What did I want to do? I think it was the energy we were going to go for now, wasn't it? So, where's the energy? It's here, isn't it? So, let's do speed up energy recharge then. Because that's apparently the main focus is to speed it up. So, that's what we want to do. Okay, cool. Excellent. Lovely. We're doing good. You're right, guys, for making me... Well, not making me, but suggesting that I do the hacking skills early. Because you just do get so much more experience points and therefore praxis points available. It's pretty gnarly, so thank you very much for that. Good advice. Right, okay then. So, oh, it's up there. Can we reach it from there? Just about. Don't know how old Adam is going to be able to hack it, but somehow he levitates his way up there. He's now floating and defying the laws of gravity. I'll take it. Right, okay, so again, we've got to be careful. So, it's a similar setup as before. Good. Hack that. Lovely. Hack. Oh, we should be alright now. Done it. Nice and easy. Lovely. So inactivate that.
Good. Second relay is down. Only 1 remaining.
Okay, so where's this third one then? Alright, let's see if we can... Ah, we can... Oh, we've been here before, haven't we? Yes, yes, I know where we are. It's where those people were. The bell tower police. Right, okay. Good times. Well, not with the bell tower police per se, but good times. Nah, it's in an area we've already come familiar with. Oh, what's that? More machine pistol ammo. We can't take it this time. That's not a problem. That's alright. Right, let's do it then. Hack number 3. Alright, I'm probably going to nuke this one, I think. Just because I don't really want to get caught. I won't hack all of them with the nukes, but I will make use of them, since we've got so many now. Not sure how many there are. Right, we want to go this way now, don't we? Okay, we can hack that normally. You see, we got caught anyway. Oh, typical.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon.
Okie dokes. I'll just...
And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
Yes, boss. Alright then, let's do it. So it's not very far away. In fact, it's all the way down there, although that's probably because we need to actually get to the district. I can never remember which district I'm in. Unfortunately, as well, the augmentation here would have been quite handy, but, you know, the one jumping down. But then again, those guards are down there, and they might get a bit upset, because they're probably still on the lookout, so we probably really don't want to get their attention. So we won't. So we'll try and do this. We've got to go through the apartment again. We might as well try to take it. Right, oh, here we go then. So we are. We're in the right building then. So it's the same building as before. Just save the game again. I know I keep saying I need to use quick saves, but I'm sorry. Right. Let's see where we are then. I don't think it's that far away, so we should be alright. Oh, it's a lift. Oh, okay. Well, that's alright, because all the guys that we've pretty much taken out everyone we needed to take out anyway, except I think on the one floor, where we just have to be a little bit stealthy. But there are vents available, but I believe it's possibly that floor we're going up to now. The one where we actually found the hacker's apartment on fire, and there was loads of guards there. So we'll see. Yes, it is this floor. Uh-oh, they're alarmed. That stealth thing saved our butt. That stealth thing saved our butt. Blimey. That was lucky. That was lucky. I'll just sit and wait now. No, dude, it's alright. It was it was nothing, dude. Right. Save the game again. We're going to use our stealth thing again now because we've got the rechargeability that charges up pretty damn quickly actually, which is good. We're now going to actually wait before we do. No, that's the stealth thing. I don't want that. I want the... Oh, there he is. Oh, the other guy's coming up. Right, let's give it a go. Let's be quick, be quick, be quick, be quick, be quick. Oh, we're running out of battery. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Yes, we did it. Alright, she hasn't spotted us. Right, I'll quick save this time. There we go. She hasn't spotted us this time. So, I don't know how we're going to get the money. Either we talk to her or knock her out. I don't know. Oh, quick saved it, so I guess we'll just talk.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit.
Right. Right, aggressive just means we'll attack her. I don't want to do that. Let's act. Let's act. I don't think she's going to be really key to the diplomatic stuff. So I'll just go with cold for now.
It's nothing personal, lady. I'm just here for the money. Give it over and I go.
Sure, it's nothing personal to you, but it is my money you're stealing.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate?
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
Interesting. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if that really is the case. Alright, let's get some more information then.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only...
Well, if it's only a couple of hundred credits a month, then... I suppose, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you really should just pay them back what the cost was of the augmentation, plus a little bit, just for the sake of the fact that they gave it to you in advance, and then leave it at that, really. So, but yes, of course, gangs don't work that way. They obviously want to keep making money off you because that's how they make their profits. They don't care. Right.
How did you meet Tom?
The same way most people end up meeting Tom. I was hurt, and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
Well, at least you're honest about your flaws there.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class.
Fair play to you.
Without the extra help and special attention.
Well done.
Only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do?
Beat you up?
They cheated.
Oh.
They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
Do you know what? I can understand that. I mean, that's the system, really, isn't it? I suppose. I mean, it shouldn't be, but education is a market, just like everything that's turned into a market, at least in the capitalistic world. So, yeah, if you're rich and you can afford tutors and buying your way through the system, then you can do. That's just how it is. I don't like it, because I believe it should be through blood, sweat and tears that put you at the top. But, yeah, I can understand her position. So actually, I really do sympathise with her on that one. Not that I've gone through anything similar myself, because I haven't, because I've been lazy, but I get what she's saying. So I need to offer her help.
Listen, maybe I can speak to one of Tom's men. Try and get you off the hook.
You would do that? I thought you were just another one of his mindless thugs. It's hard to properly express what this could mean for me.
Don't thank me yet. I can't guarantee they'll listen, but I'll try.
Right, okay then. So I'll save it here. Oh, really?
Who the hell is that? I'll kill you.
She's given me permission to be here, you muppet. Well, that just sucks. Better close the door. That's probably the best thing to do. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll try and... I want to help her, I really do. So if I do miss a side quest or anything extra from this... Oh, I see. Right, okay, so... that's where we're at now, isn't it? Yep. So, okay, yeah, I'm going to help her. If that means I miss a side quest extra, then I don't really mind on this occasion. I'd rather help her, because I get where she's coming from, and I think, actually, yeah, that kind of sucks. So, is he going to come in, or is he just going to spin around and get stuck? Please go away, sir. Yeah, he's just going to stay there. Well, at least he checks on people's apartments, but at the same time, that is invasion of privacy, sir. Right, okay, so I'll resave it again, just so then the guy isn't going to get us. So yeah, I'm going to speak to Bobby and see what happens. I'm sure I can convince him. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem, but whether that gives us a good thing or not, I don't know. Oh, they're both going. No, they're both going in the same direction. That's okay. Just need to take the lift. Shh. Right, okay then. So, to the lift, and now we've just got to go back to Bobby's. Yeah, no, like I said, comments on the system as itself. I'm not saying every educational system's like that, because that is a bit of a generic sort of comment that may not be true in some cases. Of course not, but the world that we live in is highly, in the West anyway, highly capitalistic, and if you don't already have money and power to begin with, then it's very hard to try and actually get a leg up. You can do it though, it's not impossible, but it's hard. And the system will do everything that it can to keep you down, because, well, that's what the system wants you to do, pretty much. That's just how it is. How do I know that? Because the people running the system, or at least who are high up in the system, are rich and powerful. So, you know, if you go and upset their system, then they're not going to like that. But again, you can still beat it if you want to. It will require hard work, blood, sweat and tears. But you also have to consider the fact that it might not work out still. Their system might still beat you. Just by putting all the blood, sweat and tears into your efforts doesn't necessarily mean you are guaranteed to win. It increases the likelihood of you winning, but not necessarily. But does that mean I agree with the system and therefore I just accept it? Well, I accept it out of laziness, but I don't agree with it. The system really should be overhauled. But then again, I used to have lots of deep conversations with myself about this, and with people who would listen to me about, upsetting the system, the establishment, rebelling, yah. But I came to realise that even after we do upset the system and either destroy it or just replace it with another system that we believe is fair, as in the people who rebelled against the original system. I have to get quite technical on this. The problem is we'll just replace it with another system, and that itself will get corrupt over time. And I suppose in a way it's like a cycle, really. Eventually you have to eventually you do have to purge systems, because they will get old and corrupted, and come up with a new one. That's just how it goes. But at the moment, the system that we've currently got is been around for a while now, and the corruptiveness in a way has actually evolved it to survive and hang in there. So there is that argument that if you don't get a chance to overthrow the system, if you feel you need to, I'm not saying you have to, then yeah, it can be around forever, or get worse and worse and worse, or evolve into a parasitic one. If that's stronger, it gets harder and harder to remove it. Again, not necessarily to the point of impossibility, but it would make it hard. About the job.
Hey, about that job.
I buggered it up.
Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
What's it gonna take for you to leave Jaya alone for good?
I don't understand. Didn't you get the money?
I know about the Shylock scam you're running. Get her the augment she wants, and then bleed her with monthly payments for the rest of her life. I want to know what it's gonna take for you to leave her alone for good.
A cyborg with a heart of gold, are we? Tell you what, Guilo. You give me a year's worth of payments and she's free.
Blimey, that's the only offer we got. Alright.
You're too kind a man. A fine specimen of humanity. Here's your money. Now you better leave her alone.
Don't make threats you can't enforce. But yes, she's off the hook. Here, take this praxis kit.
Oh, that's alright then.
So have fun.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, actually, that's really... that just saves me having to buy it from another place. So, actually, thank you very much. No, I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Oh, that actually worked out for the better. He didn't have to give me anything. At the end of the day, he's like, buy it and I'll leave her alone. There you go, there's your service. But then he gives us a practice kit on top of that. Dude, you're not a very good gangster if you're going to give me stuff on top of what I've already paid for, which is to leave her alone. Whatevers. Anyway, I'll take it. So maybe he just admired us for the fact that we did that or something, and we just paid up front. I don't know. But right, okay, so back to energy then. We need to get recharge rate. So brilliant, that's now fully done. Now, in terms of the extra energy cells, I'll leave that for now. If you think it might be a good idea for me to focus on that next, please let me know in the comments section. I know one of you told me not to bother and just stick with the energy recharge rate. If that's the case and I can get away with it, then I'll stick with that and spend practice points elsewhere, like actually getting this landing system, increasing our reflexes so we can take down 2 people at a time, and perhaps making us jump higher and stuff. If you think that's more important, then let me know and I will follow that. Right then, now, so there's supposed to be another side quest. I'm not sure if it comes from Bobby or from the place.
What can I get you?
No.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Not like I'm busy.
No, you're not. Because you're drinking beer, sir. Right, okay, so I think... we just go straight over to the gardens, and that will solve the problem. But I just wanted to say, apparently we need to speak to Tong again, maybe? I don't know.
That's all you get from
No,
me.
we don't. Okay then, so we've got to go to the gardens. We just can't find Van Bruggen yet. As I said, there's a side quest to do. I keep repeating myself, I'm very sorry. I need to work out a way to not repeat myself. Because repeating oneself is annoying for most people when you're trying to hold conversations. So, yeah, I get that. But I'm very bad at it. I don't conversate or socialise enough with people, hence why my social skills are like... That's why I have to buy augments in games to become socially adaptable. I have to cheat the system, man. I have to cheat the system. Because I'm rubbish. Right, okay then. So, let's make our way over then. I don't know if this way actually takes us there. It might lead to a dead end. I can't remember. I think we're alright. Yep, I think we're good. Right, but there's supposed to be a side quest here, so it's just a question of how we activate that. Right, so that's the garden. So what did Halika say then? Hang on, let me just consult my comments there. Right, so we can go to the pods, but we just got to we can go inside. Right, okay, I got you. I was just wondering whether we actually had to enter the building or not, but we do apparently, so that's fine. Okay then, so at least now we've got the stealth camouflage, which helps us a bit, so that's very handy. I'm glad we've upgraded that. Right, okay. I guess so. Okay.
Yes, yes. Beds on second and third floor. Showers and laundry.
I don't know.
You English? Looking for bed? You not have much luck, I fear. Cheapest place in town. So once you get bed, you keep it.
你想来根烟抽？去问别人要吧，我就
Oh,
认一
right,
包
oh,
了。
right, fair enough.
这个星期还指望他熬回去呢。
No, at least she's being honest. Oh, right. Hey, I'm not a loser. Look at me. I look like Neo from the Matrix. I can punch walls now, which is awesome.
Everything I got, real cheap.
Well, why can't I buy it then? I'm not looking down on you. Oh, God, oh, God, you're so horrible. No wonder why people look down at you. You're so horrible. So quick to aggression. Blimey. I'm not saying that they haven't got a reason to be. Of course not, but still. Right, okay. So that's Van Bruggen's place. Right, okay. So I'm going to try and hack this door here then. Right, okay. I shall be back in a sec because I just need to take care of something first, and then we'll hack this door.